Who let Gen X off the hook? Why aren't we talking shit about those guys?
Hello, 51-year-old Gen X here. Thank you for your questions and acknowledging the fact that we actually exist. To answer your initial question, if you saw a bear walking around the streets or in the woods minding its own business, would you keep on walking or would you approach it to fuck around and find out? Most people don't talk shit about us because they forgot that we even exist. I mean, we are called the forgotten generation for a reason. Our numbers are much smaller than the boomers and millennials, so we're the middle child stuck in between both of them. Sarcasm is also one of our love languages, so even if someone were to talk shit about us, chances are we didn't give enough of a fuck to take it seriously.
They were teenagers in the 80s.
False statement. We were forced to become teenagers and adults between the ages of 7 and 9. We were latchkey kids. We were left at home all the time by our parents to fend for ourselves or our siblings once we got old enough to form complete sentences. And if we weren't home alone by ourselves, we were either out in the streets or the woods, drinking out of warm garden hoses, water sliding in our front yards, or going up the street to our local tetanus shot waiting to happen type playground, whether it's spinning around the merry-go-round of doom or going down a hot metal slide during the summer, or simply just hang out with our friends in the streets, sometimes on our BMX bikes, our big wheels, or the bicycles with the tassels on the handlebars with the basket in front where sometimes we'd place our younger siblings in. Just imagine constantly being in survival mode and being told by your parents to either walk it off or rub some dirt in it whenever you got hurt. We were able to do all of that and still make it home before the streetlights turned on.
They had the coolest music.
100% agree with you. And this is not me being biased, being that I grew up in the 70s and the 80s and got to experience all of this stuff, but rather based on facts. To back this up, let's look at some 80s trends currently making a comeback. Let's start with some 1980s movie remakes such as Ghostbusters, Firestarter, Dune, Footloose, Carrie, just to name a few. And can we all agree that Cobra Kai is one of the best TV series based on a movie that we've seen in recent years? And let's not forget about Stranger Things. Next up, 80s fashion, bell-bottom jeans, big bangle bracelets, acid-washed anything, leg warmers, big bright neon colors, fanny packs, I can keep going. Our music became classical rock and is now featured in grocery stores worldwide. You want to know the best way to spot a Gen Xer in the wild? Go to your local grocery store and if they're playing any 80s music track, look for that one individual that's lip-syncing the entire song under their breath or dancing with their cart by themselves in the frozen food section.
Where are those motherfuckers now?
Based on the overwhelming response that your video received, I think it's safe to say that we've always been here. Just sitting here drinking our coffee and watching the shit show. So yeah, you can go ahead and try to talk shit about Gen X, but chances are we're just gonna look at you and say, I don't even give a fuck. Whatever.